Hey peeps, welcome back. We are talking The Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 14, episode 10. All right, guys, I am just now getting the opportunity to watch this week's episode. Work has been crazy busy, and there has just been so many programs on the Netflix that I have been trapped. Anyway, I had to drag myself out of the land of Netflix and check out what was happening on Bravo. So let's get into the show. So Melissa is having her annual fashion show that she has, and I was confused about this fashion show. I'm always confused about it. Luckily, later in the episode, Jen Aiden asked the same question. I was thinking when she was having a fashion show, I thought, does she design these clothes herself? Because I was always under the impression that she was buying these items bulk or wholesale and then selling them in her shop. So Jen later on said, she doesn't design any of these clothes, right? Well, what the hell is she having a fashion show for? I kind of agree. I don't know a lot about fashion, but I just think that it's a lot of money to spend just to advertise somebody else's clothes. Now, I do realize it's probably good advertising for her business as well. Jen also went a little low, in my opinion, by bringing up that she noticed that there was no men in the fashion show this year because allegedly Melissa was having a relationship in the backseat of a car with one of the models from the year before. I thought that was a little tacky for her to bring up, considering she knows all the damage that happened when her husband's affair was brought on air, and she should think about Melissa and her children as well. Not only that, she's right in the middle of trying to rebuild her friendship with Melissa. Not a good look. That's all I'm saying about that. Melissa goes out to dinner with Joe and her mom, and I think it is really nice that Joe and Melissa are trying to separate themselves from Teresa's storyline and try to spend more time with their family. But I have to be honest, I'm not interested in Melissa's family. I'm not interested in Melissa's mom. I will say this, Melissa's mom is drop dead gorgeous. When she announced that her mom is 75 years old or about to turn 75, I said 75 where? Okay, that woman is beautiful. And at the fashion show, she was working the runway and dancing with Joe. I said, that lady has a whole lot of life to live. And I think that Melissa's mom is beautiful. And I'm sorry that she is, I guess, recently widowed and she's, single again. I wish her nothing but the best. I really do. Now, Margaret stops by to visit Dolores, and I am truly 1,000,000% sending good vibes to Margaret's husband, Joe. They're still waiting for the results regarding the possibility of him having prostate cancer. And like I said in a previous video, my pawpaw passed away of prostate cancer, and that is one of the most painful cancers. And, I really hate cancer. I think that cancer has touched everybody's family. It really has. I have lost a total of 5 family members to cancer, and I just really wish that we could find some sort of cure. This is devastating. And I think that a lot of men who have prostate cancer, they could catch it sooner if they would just go to the doctor. And I know how men, not all men, but a lot of men really hate to go to the doctor. They really hate to get checkups, especially prostate checkups, but it's very important. So for everyone listening, please reach out to your loved ones and have them go to the doctor. It's very important. I am sending up nothing but good vibes for Joe. I wish him and Marge the very best, especially when it comes to Joe's health. Marge is absolutely here lying to Dolores, talking about she didn't really say anything bad about Dolores and Paulie. She never talks bad about Dolores to anybody. Then she says, well, she said a couple things about Paulie. She said that she needed to take a break from them because she felt like they were team Teresa and that Paulie liked Teresa and Louis better than her. I'm sure there's a lot of people that like Teresa and Louis more than you, Marge. I really do. And the fact that Marge is at her big age, and she acts so childish and so vindictive and petty. It's really kind of gross. I'm sick of Marge. And then she says that she made some sort of comment that if Dolores was still with David, none of this would be happening. Dolores said, if I was still with David, David would never hang out with you. He would never go out to dinner with me and Teresa or anybody else. That is so true, because David just wasn't interested. I'm just saying. Dolores believes this song and dance that Marge is given. She doesn't think that Marge would say anything bad about her and Paulie. But I'm going to tell you this. If Marge was my friend, and she comes to me and she talks shit to me about all the rest of the girls in the group, why would I ever think that she wouldn't go to the other girls in the group and talk shit about me? You know what I mean? I don't understand why Dolores is buying this. It makes no sense. There is no way that Marge is not talking about you and Paulie. If she's going to get in front of you and talk shit about everybody else, she will definitely talk shit about you. That's all I'm saying. Then we see Danielle and her husband, Nate. I really love this family. Danielle, her husband, and those kids are adorable. And she was just saying that she was really disappointed that Teresa was not taking her side in this situation with her and Jen. And Teresa told her that Jen wasn't saying that she stole from her charity. Now listen, I realize that Teresa wants to be friends with both of them, and she should be able to. She should be allowed to have a friendship with both of them. But Teresa was dead ass wrong when she says that Jen wasn't saying that she was stealing from her charity. Jen did not use the words Danielle stole from the charity, but she pretty much came right out and said it. You paid yourself, and then you paid your vendors. That's not how I do it. You are alluding to the fact that she robbed the charity, that she cheated from the charity. That's the truth. So Danielle has a point there. Now Danielle says that she's been invited to Melissa's fashion show, and she's not going to say a word to Jennifer, which I think is a really good idea. This is Melissa's business event, and they should keep it strictly professional. Don't start anything, which, you know what, these ladies on all the Housewife franchises, they don't give a damn. It could be a child's birthday party. It could be a charity event, a business event. They don't care. They will act a fool. So I think it's a good idea for her to be quiet when she sees Jennifer. Danielle's husband says, please don't make those aggressive faces. Don't make the wolf face. Keep your face to yourself. And that's something that I have a problem with too. I may not come right out and say it, but my face tells the whole story. I'm just saying, my face will tell you the full story of what I'm thinking. And I think Danielle is one of those people. So I appreciate that her husband says, just, be neutral, fix your face. Don't make any wolf faces. I thought that was cute. It turns out that her kids are going to be doing a Kids Bop video. Danielle is really doing the damn thing when it comes to using the power of the Real Housewives. She is using her Bravo power. She really is, and I ain't mad, because Lord knows if I was a housewife, I would be using that power too. I would be advertising myself every chance I got, promoting my child. We ain't Kids Bopping or anything, but Kids Bop is cute, and I remember that when my son was smaller. She wants her dad to be there, and I appreciate that the producers asked her, why does Nate have to do all the talking for you? Why don't you just reach out to your father yourself? And she says that she can't reach out to him because she's weak. I have to agree. You are being weak. This is your father. You only get the one. You know what I mean? Some of us are lucky, like myself. I got an amazing stepfather, but I don't even call him my stepdad. I call him my dad because he's really cool. But everybody knows that recently I lost my bio dad, who I love more than anything. And I would do anything just to talk to him one more time. And so when she is going through this with her father, I get a little angry with her because there's still time. You have a chance. And if you and your dad are really arguing over what you told us on the show, that you were arguing and upset with your father because you thought he chose your brother over you, this is something that you can work through. Pick up the phone and call your dad. As a matter of fact, go over to your daddy's house. This is something that you and him can work out. He was unfortunately unable to make it to the Kids Bop situation because his wife had a surgery and there was some sort of complications. Anyway, the kids had a great time. They filmed the Kids Bop video. Her children looked amazing. They did a great job, and they have some wonderful family memories. So that was really cute. So last episode, when Teresa was going to go to Danielle's event, Jennifer was all upset, saying that she didn't think it was right that Teresa was going to go to Danielle's event. She would never do something like that to her. She's ride or die. I said, but you went to Melissa's housewarming. Not only that, you're going to the fashion show. So, really? This is crazy to me. Teresa doesn't deal with Marge either, but you talk to Marge, socialize with Marge a little bit at the fashion show. Get off of that, Jennifer. So when Jen Fessler gets to the event, they had asked her about Rachel. And she says that she really doesn't want to talk to Rachel because every time she sees Rachel, she does something that offends her. And she really doesn't have that to do. She said, I have never said anything bad about Rachel or her husband, and I have only been trying to defend her husband. And every time I try to step up and say, you're wrong about the Fudas, they're really good people, she said, I get yelled at, and I'm sick of it. So I do not blame Jennifer Fessler for not wanting to deal with Rachel and her childish antics. The woman throws tantrums, and it's ridiculous. So then Marge does what she does, and Jackie falls for the bullshit.
Did you get that at Envy?
No, I got this at Black Cat. I haven't been to Envy.
I know. She sent us all dresses.
She sent 2 dresses.
She sent us all these dresses.
Oh, she didn't even offer me. You know what? I know where I stand. I know who my friends are. I'm good.
Really, Jackie? Really? You know Marge only brought up the fact that Melissa sent those dresses just to piss you off. I have no idea why Melissa didn't send Jackie a dress. I'm assuming it's because Jackie told her off and because Marge is upset with Jackie. To me, Melissa follows Marge's every move. Marge is upset with Jackie, so is Melissa. Personally, I wouldn't want any of that shit from Envy, but I don't have any fashion sense. And I didn't love that yellow outfit that Melissa wore. I don't know if it was just because the stitching was off, the steamer was broken, or something. That whole outfit was trash in my opinion, but I have zero fashion sense. It could have been an amazing outfit, but I didn't love it. Jackie is ridiculous for falling for the bullshit about the dresses. You know, Marge says some kind of comment about how upset she is with Jackie. She would never assassinate someone's character. I said, well, what? What? Marge assassinates everyone's character. There is not one woman on this show that Marge has not tried to assassinate their character. When she said that, Jackie said, you did. You did assassinate my character. And they roll the flashback. Marge acts like she never would do anything like that. Then she says, well, you told me that you were better than me and that I was below you. Jackie lies and says, I would never say that I was better than anyone. That's a damn lie. Now, listen, they showed the flashback showing Jackie telling her that she was better than her. But previous seasons, Jackie has always had that air about her that she was better than the rest of these girls. Jackie has always gave off an elitist vibe. So I don't know why Jackie doesn't realize that, but that is facts. She has always acted as if she was better than every last one of these women. I am sorry that Frank lost his dog. His dog passed away. That little dog was gorgeous, and I am really sorry for his loss. At one point, Rachel was in the corner standing next to Danielle and makes the announcement that she has to burp, and then proceeds to burp. I said, gross. What the hell is wrong with these people? Dolores shows up with this light up purse or glow in the dark purse. I don't know, but I love it. Okay, I'd like to have one of them. But knowing these ladies, that purse was probably $1,000 or more. So Dolores was talking to Jackie, so I'm assuming that they must have made up. However, Jackie brings up the whole thing with Marge mentioning Melissa sending them those dresses and how upset she was. Dolores says that she does not have time for this. Jackie is way too damn overdramatic, and she has no idea why the hell Marge has been able to put up with Jackie for so long. Listen, Jackie is doing a lot. Okay, Jackie, for some reason, if she doesn't get posted on Instagram, if she doesn't get invited to an event, if she doesn't get one of those dresses from Envy, she feels totally slighted. This is something that I don't understand this. This is something that would upset me, middle school, high school, maybe. But as a grown woman who's a lawyer, who has a family and, allegedly has the most money out of all the women on this franchise, that shit wouldn't bother me. Not a tiny bit. Jackie, girl, please sit down at a therapist's office, quick. Jennifer told Jackie the truth. She said, Margaret just did that to be mean. Of course she did. She wanted to piss you off and it worked. And you let her see that. There is no way in hell Marge would have ever got anything from me. When she said we got all these dresses from Melissa, I would have said, well, don't you guys look amazing? And went on about my business. She never would have gotten any kind of emotional reaction from me about not being included in the dresses. Margaret and Rachel were talking to Jennifer, and she was saying that Rachel reached out to her to check on her, and Marge said, I didn't, I should have. And I was thinking to myself, what is happening? When they were with Danielle, they made it seem like Team Danielle, Jennifer's garbage. But then they're over here smiling in Jennifer's face, acting as if, all is well. I don't like friends like that. This whole group is toxic. I really wouldn't mind it if they just recast the entire show. That's just my opinion. The fashion show went off without a hitch. Everything worked out great. Melissa did a really wonderful job. Then we go over to Teresa and her live podcast. And there's so much stuff going on online. I guess Teresa and this lady, Melissa P, they have had some sort of falling out. There's all these behind the scenes text messages and all this stuff going on online on the blogs. I guess allegedly Louis and Teresa were terrible to this lady, Melissa P. And it's just a whole lot of crap going down online. And I mean, yikes. It's just too much going on. So I guess Teresa has launched a brand new podcast. Listen, Teresa, at some point, people are going to have to start wondering, you are the common denominator. Anyway, these live podcast events are becoming the new charcuterie board. Every housewife franchise has at least one housewife with a podcast, and they're all starting to have these live events on the show. I'm over it. Anyway, Danielle finishes up with her Kids Bop event, and she's able to show up for the podcast. We find out that Teresa has been going through some sort of stress. I guess Louis got some court cases coming up with his ex-wife, and she's feeling like some of the people in their circle are contributing to her stress. And in this particular episode, Teresa looked like she was stressed out. She looked as if she had lost quite a bit of weight. So I hope that this stress is not causing her to lose weight and is not affecting her health. So, I'm wishing the best for Teresa. She says that she is getting back in touch and bringing God back into her life, and I'm really glad to hear it. I really am. So she had this event at a place called the Cathedral, and it looked like a church. Jennifer was explaining the situation that happened to her and Danielle to some lady who was at this event, and Jen tried to put her own little spin on it. Danielle was aggressive, Jen wasn't. Danielle was all up in her face, and she tried to back away. Jen, come on now. You were just as aggressive as Danielle. Danielle was in your face, but I didn't see you try to walk away or back away. I really didn't. Maybe I missed it. But like I said before, if you grew up where I grew up, if you are aggressive and you are up in somebody's face, you don't know what's going to happen. They might push you. They might just pop the shit out of you. You just don't know. So things happen. Anyway, Teresa reads a little bit out of her journal, and she says that she is focused on the peace of her family. And if someone is bringing turmoil or trouble or problems to your family, you have to cut them out. And you know who she was talking about. And I'm still hoping for the best for them. Her mom and dad, in my opinion, I'm sure they would be devastated to see the deterioration of their family. They're only 2 children, and this is how they are broken up like this. This is also affecting their grandchildren, and I know they would hate it. When the girls get backstage to talk with Teresa, Teresa thanks them all for coming, and she tries to mend the fences between Danielle and Jennifer. Jennifer says that it can't be fixed. She doesn't want to be friends with Danielle. Danielle, in my opinion, she was acting really childish. And it's unfortunate. She went to Melissa's event and she remained calm and she didn't start any trouble with Jennifer. But then you came to Teresa's event and you acted like an ass. I mean, those comments that she made, they were childish and immature. And it was just a little too much. In my opinion, she was trying to egg Jennifer on. And Jennifer did say on Watch What Happens Live, she thinks that Danielle was trying to get her to attack her or to put hands on her or something. Maybe she was. Maybe she was.
We figured we have it here. It's called the Cathedral. I brought God back into my life now.
Shop that didn't burn down with your ass in it, actually. Oh my God.
That's very nice, Danielle. Show your true colors. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, that's all right.
You have.
And I want to help fix you guys.
There's some things that you just can't fix, right? You have certain relationships in your life that you can't fix, right?
By the way, you look like
So do you.
Oh, terrible.
Clown.
What the
Trash. What was on the way?
And you look like by the way.
What?
And all you guys sat there silent. You think I'm gonna make up with that trash box?
You sat there silent.
You think I'm gonna make up with that trash
Don't talk
box?
to her like that then.
I'm
Don't talk to her like that. Don't talk to her like that.
Come on,
No. Don't talk to her like that.
She's saying let's make
Get
up.
up.
She's
Punch her back in the face.
Excuse
Then
me.
fucking if you're gonna get mad and talk, all this
Laura,
her hair out of her head.
that was not nice.
It
and now
wasn't
she's
nice.
trying to say like make me make up with her.
No, you don't have to
All right,
make
so
up.
then
So then
You don't have to
I'm
make up.
not yelling
You don't have to make up.
at her. I'm
Sorry.
yelling because
Sorry, I won't make you make up
I
with
mean,
her.
are you
I'm sorry.
kidding me?
She's a clown. She looked like a clown. She was walking like a clown.
Then you're a tough girl. You can handle it.
You see what I mean? I don't think that was necessary. I think Danielle really thought that she was doing something or saying something. And I think that it was just the wrong place, wrong time. Not only that, Dolores was activated, screaming at Jen, don't yell at Teresa, you can handle this, blah, blah, blah. Dolores, what the hell? I mean, I appreciate you standing up for Teresa, but really? It's a lot happening, Dolores. Dolores, where is your storyline? Jen saying that nobody spoke up or stood up for her. Why would they? You are really good at speaking up and standing up for yourself. In the middle of this situation, nobody needs to give you back up. And not only that, I was agreeing with Dolores. This is Teresa's moment. This is Teresa's time, and she's not even finished. She still has to go back out on stage for the Q&A part of the live podcast. This is ridiculous. Danielle and Jennifer, all of them should just grow up. I just think that it was childish. Danielle should be embarrassed. This is ridiculous. I don't know, you guys. I think it really is time for a whole new shakeup, a new cast on the Real Housewives of Jersey. I mean, Marge is so mean-spirited and just childish and vindictive. It's ridiculous. Dolores is not giving anything besides home renovations and bad relationships. I don't know, guys. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.